Hello friends, Sam and Graham doing TCGs yet again, wrapping up this case of Everfest that I started off with on the last video. Dove a whole lot into the recent politics and stuff in the last video. Mentioned that this was a Fab 1.0 set. We're going to kind of dodge most of the rest of the politics for now. That was a good discussion to have, but I don't want to get into all of that too terribly often. But yeah, opening some Everfest. I really enjoyed Everfest. So it was fascinating. Everfest was a fun set. I pretty much liked all of the supplemental sets, to be completely frank, which they seem to be doing away with. Now looking at having the expansion slot, as they are calling it, rather than supplemental sets, or expansion sets, either way, which is fine. I think that's I kind of like that move too. I talked about overall liking how they have moved in Fab 2.0. I do think that is a good choice in general, as a continuing part of Fab 2.0. So I like that call. But I will miss these goofy little 10 card booster pack sets. And oh, okay, there's our first non-rare potion or talisman cold foil. That's a cold foil Skull Crushers Majestic. We'll take that. T-Bone and Rolling Thunder. Okay. First non-foil Majestic. I just think that's a neat touch that they've done, or that they've just started doing, and I'll look forward to seeing more of that. And a Dissolution Sphere. We're hitting some Majestics pretty hard. This is Rainbow Foil Majestic. Hitting a lot of Majestics here. We like that. And of course, with the new set, I will be particularly intrigued to see what new Warrior stuff pops up. But yeah, what are y'all excited about coming into the new year, coming into heavy hitters specifically even? What kind of Pulverize? That's such a cool card. The extended art one in particular is fantastic. I haven't seen one in a long time. Yeah, just a lot of interesting stuff out there coming up. What's got you the most hyped? Let me know in the comments. Have you gotten to play in any big events? I haven't gotten to play in person sadly in quite a while at this point. Just with all kinds of local holiday busyness and all that going on. Before too long, hopefully, I can correct that. Ooh, 2 Majestics. There's a Fire Breathing and a Genus What You Need. So we got a lot of Majestics so far in this first half of this box. I've always liked... Ooh, and another... a Rainbow Foil Swing Big. This box... So the other funny thing, the first 2 boxes were pretty good, frankly. They both had 2 cold foils. But the wild part was it was the same 2 cold foils in each box. Talisman of Warfare and Potion of... I forget which one. Alright, there we go with a extended art rare 100 Winds in blue. So it was just kind of wild seeing the same 2. It's like, hello now. That's a weird bit of packing surprise. There is Rain Razors. Another nice Majestic. So yeah, I just wanted to talk Flesh and Blood. I hadn't really sat down and talked Flesh and Blood in a minute. Really felt the need. Just felt that need. That's another thing. One thing I want to do, and again, I've talked about how at least part of it, opening cards gives me something, A, to talk about specifically here and there, or B, something to do with my hands. Because I'm a weird, just kind of nervous kind of person, and sometimes I get all panicky not knowing what to do with my hands. You know, what do you do? So, I don't know, but part of me wants to do more videos that aren't just opening cards all the time. All right, there is a non-foily, Marvel-y Bravo star of the show. The first Marvel before there were... I say the first Marvel. I guess the first one was the first edition Twinning Blade. But the first double-sided Marvel before there were double-sided Marvels. Maybe we can say it that way. And then Icelander. We're hitting a whole bunch of Majestic Heroes this box. That's kind of funny. Last pack. We got a lot of Majestics. Even bigger than that. Even bigger than that. And Runeblood. Last box of this case. So the third box, the first two were fine. They weren't bad boxes, I don't think. Maybe not like home run, but this third one was really good with the Majestic Cold Foil and just a bunch of Majestics. I like that. And we start off with a Miraging Metamorph foil, which is a pretty cool Illusionist Majestic. But yeah, had to come back to Rebel and Runeblood. Alright. To the game I just like playing the most right now. That said, I mean, not that there aren't other things, you know, there's always Lorcana, there's always, being the big Star Wars nerd I am, I'll certainly be looking at Star Wars Unlimited. Never claimed to be a Fab only, but Fab so far has been the game that's just got my attention. Just been my favorite. So we will keep right on coming back to it pretty regularly, I'd say, regardless. Good times, good times. But what are you looking for? Okie doke. She's a little dinged up. Not a great looking copy, but there is a legendary for us. Only legendary we've pulled, but it is a legendary of the non-foil reprinted Arcanite Skullcap. We'll take that. Just glad to see our legendary, right? But yeah, good old times. I love Skullcap. I unapologetically, and people disagree with me a lot on this, I'm still hanging in there. I kind of unapologetically still like it better than Crown of Providence. I just like having that option for another block off one. There are definitely times where Crown of Providence is better. Don't get me wrong. Hey, Valda. Only hero we hadn't seen yet, I think. Not often, but I think. Oh, I didn't even mention. So, for the house, I got some more bookshelves that are not in my office here. But so part of what that was I started moving some of my books out to that bookshelf, which also meant getting to rearrange my display behind me. So That's still a work in progress. It is not done yet. Probably keep rearranging it. You may keep noticing that, but that's why the stuff behind me has changed up a little bit more. Hey-oh, okie doke. There's another, all right, 2 Majestic pack. Another cold foil Majestic. That's Helm of Sharp Eye. That's pretty nice. And I think, don't quote me on it, I don't think I have one. So 2 Majestic cold foils, and we got that Arcanite Skullcap too. And another foil Majestic with Scour. Not a bad case. Pretty happy here. Play your Skullcaps, y'all. Also, the option for big AB is nice too. You kind of got to be in the right spot for it. Like, a lot of times, just those one nickel and dime AB, you're better off with Null Rune. But sometimes you just gotta be ready for something wild to happen, right? Just gotta be ready. I may fiddle a little bit more with using Skullcap in those AB matchups to try and get... See, that's another dinged up sigil. That's frustrating. I don't like dinged up cards as much. But that's okay. And see how it does, like, blocking off parts of those really monster wizard turns and stuff like that. Sometimes I feel like, I don't like to run a ton of AB, but I feel like that would give some help a little sometimes in that matchup. Well, those first 2 boxes were decent, but I'd be lying if I said that the other 2 boxes on this video weren't better. 4 cold foils in the first 2 boxes was quite nice. However, cash out. The cold foils were rare cold foils. And we got 2, but they're both Majestic this time around. And a Battering Bolt. Good grief. And we got a lot of good Majestics coming too. Last pack of this case and of this video. But then also getting that Skullcap, we got a lot of good, you know, rainbow foil Majestics and stuff. I mean, Sharp Eye and Skull Crushers, that's pretty fun. But then also getting Skullcap there, legendary. Granted, like the least valuable, least popular version of it, because it's not shiny. But we got like Miraging Metamorph, Swing Big. I'm pretty happy with those. And then we got the hero run over here. Battering Bolt, Revel are both pretty decent. Rain Razors, Pulverize, Rolling Thunder. Like, just a wild run of Majestics. That's pretty good stuff. I love revisiting this set. Honestly, I understand that not necessarily everything is that everybody gets something they need from this set in particular. Like Crucible of War, you're only focusing on, what, 8 heroes. Especially that earlier on, you're getting some great stuff no matter what. I get that people could be a little bit more diluted with Everfest, but there was just so much opportunity for shiny and cool stuff. I've always loved this set, so I enjoy revisiting it. I hope you enjoyed my revisit as well. I really appreciate you. I always try not to take y'all for granted, but, you know, thank you. I hope I didn't waste your time at all. Don't tell me if I did. But I hope you have a great rest of your day. Seriously. Bye, y'all.